Rainer Stotzer is in for one adventure he didn't bargain for, one that will determine the future of a beloved place only a few steps from his home.
So if you can imagine, my wife and I moving in here 5 years ago, and although we knew about the ravine, we didn't experience it in this way. And we walked down here a little bit later than in the year than we currently are in, and we felt like we discovered paradise. It was beautiful. This piece of complete beauty in the middle of the city.
Londoners have come to the Medway Valley Heritage Forest for decades to enjoy a part of the city that remains in its natural state. Covering 130 hectares of land in northwest London, the Heritage Forest is home to over 100 species, some considered rare or endangered. The city is named it an environmentally significant area, one of 7 in London. This designation has protected the Heritage Forest from development, but that could be about to change. The city is proposing a multi-use pathway that will cut across the Medway Valley Heritage Forest to allow commuters to come through. As it stands, bicycles aren't allowed in the area except for on a couple of paved stretches. Construction is scheduled for the summer of 2010. Rainer and others from his community are mobilizing to stop the project.
There's a reason why so many people are angry and so many people are passionate about it. Just look at it. It's beautiful. And it's not going to be that way in 20, 30 years if you're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of people down here. It's just going to become another cultivated park like Springbank Park, and that's not what this is. This is a heritage forest. It's meant to be left alone.
This pathway would turn a 5-kilometer trip around the area into a short 750-meter dash right through it. Currently, cyclists have to come up to either Fanshawe Park Road or down to Sarnia Road to get around the forest. But now, city planners expect new housing developments to bring 50,000 new residents into the northwest corner of the city.
And in order for those people to travel throughout the city and get to downtown and get to universities and other areas within the city, basically right now they're forced to drive.
The city says they're already seeing more and more people using the heritage forest, and that the pathway system will allow them to manage the increase in human traffic to cause the least environmental damage. But not everyone in the neighboring community buys that argument.
We see it more as a marketing push for tourism to fill those 50,000 new homes that are coming in here, or those 50,000 new people. Come to London, we have bike paths. This is all part of as I see it, a publicity campaign. It's a marketing strategy from the city. Come to the healthy city, come to the forest city, come to the place where you can ride your bike almost anywhere. Well, you know what? That's not true. You shouldn't be riding your bike in here. So why are they pushing that? This is what we want, and show us the evidence that by destroying the forest, you're saving the forest. Give us the evidence. We don't see it.
Now the idea is to build a 3-meter wide concrete path that will allow cyclists and other users to connect from Gainsborough Road, which is just over there, to Windermere Road, which is just over there. Now, as you can see behind me, in order for the city to do that, they're going to have to cross over Medway Creek. And the most environmentally responsible way to do that is to completely clear both banks of the creek. That means that the river's bridge will be about 20 meters in length.
This has been the spot within the valley south of Fanshawe that it made the most sense to put a project of this nature in. It's fairly open. It is within an environmentally significant area, but this area within that ESA is probably less significant than some of the surrounding areas.
One expert considers the whole thing to be equally significant, and that a bridge crossing may impact more than just an isolated part of the forest. Bill DeYoung was one of the experts the city consulted to come up with criteria for what constitutes an environmentally significant area.
If you create a trail, you just bring more people in, and then eventually more people will go off trail. And when you go off trail, you have trampling, and you have the introduction of unwanted activity. But the reason that there's such a thing as an ESA, it's not for this generation, it's for all subsequent generations. And so what's the best use of our money today? It's not to build a concrete structure, it's not to make it possible for people to have recreation, but it's to support why it's an environmentally significant area, for its rich vegetation communities and the areas within it that need to be protected and enhanced.
But the city says it needs to consider the practical benefits the project would have for Londoners. They say the concrete pathway will encourage people to find a greener way to commute. And for those who already opt for pedal power, it could make a big difference to their travel time.
I appreciate anything that makes my ride to work safer, makes it more convenient. It'll save a lot of miles to get across here. If the path is well maintained, it gives me an alternate route, a safe way to get to work. And I really enjoy riding to work. First thing in the morning, it's beautiful, the sun's out, the birds are out, and an area like this that's so treasured would be a beautiful ride to work, put me in a good frame of mind by the time I actually get there.
I think it's long overdue, actually. It'll certainly help the recreational cyclists and also the commuting cyclists, and give access to a broad number of users to both going in towards Western and also back towards Sherwood Forest. So I think it's a good thing.
The public hasn't had much say in the city's plans. Similar proposals to build through the area have come up several times in the past 34 years. But time and time again, the idea of putting a bridge through the Medway Valley has been rejected. And despite the latest site planning study calling large structures like a bridge undesirable, the pursuit of a citywide commuter network will likely overcome environmental conservation. During a recent meeting between community associations in the city, everyone agreed on one thing for certain. More time is needed for the public to get informed before the next City Hall meeting.
Over the next period of time, we're hopefully getting the information out to the residents here and out to the city so that everybody can understand the history of the project and come up to speed, so that when there is a council meeting, a town hall meeting, everybody understands the history, is on the same page, so that the discussions that are being held are valid discussions and we're not rehashing stuff that should have been done.
The city's launching a website that will show every document pertaining to the Medway Valley Heritage Forest. The hope is that if the public does their part to understand what's at stake, a more thoughtful and collaborative resolution will emerge. Until then, Reiner and all those who visit the Medway Valley Heritage Forest will still have another year before the cement trucks roll in. Amy Barrington, Western Journalism.